she laid down with to pay for him. He goes free. I never even slept with her.
It's happening to men across Michigan. They are being forced to pay child support as dads by default.
Wow, Michigan, huh? What kind of government would think that they can just slap dudes with a tax on a child that they didn't even create? I mean, maybe it's the same type that has so much power that it can decide that it feels like it can personally decide where, like, the votes of its electorate. Yeah, because this is taking place in Michigan, and we've seen a whole lot of banana stuff coming out of Michigan since the whole CV thing dropped. Now, this story is from a couple of years back, but I was tagged in it, and you know what? Yeah, guys, this is nonsense. This is the type, like, we as men, because you see all these different, channels talking about how, you go ahead, king, do your thing, king. And it's like, okay, all right, sure, but is there any substance? Is there any real way of, combating this nonsense? Because while we have been just, while a lot of you guys have been pretending to be chicks and worrying about feelings and everything else like that, there are literal laws and pieces of legislation that have been getting just thrown through because through state legislatures that have made the prospect of fatherhood and doing and being a family man just a nightmare.
Doesn't matter if the men can prove the children are not theirs. Michigan law makes them pay anyway.
But tonight, 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell tells us that may be about to change.
So this is good. I mean, like once again, this is taking place in Michigan. I am completely unfamiliar with Michigan state law. I've never lived in Michigan.
Most people think you either have to adopt or conceive a baby to become legally responsible for a child. Under Michigan law, that is simply not how it works.
I was the father by default.
These 4 men came to the 7 Action News studios to raise awareness. You could become dad by default. There are a couple ways it happens. Pastor Edward Mack says his previous wife had 3 children. He loved them as his own. Then he realized 2 of them were not biologically his. He must have been so heartbroken.
Damn, it was a hurting thing.
Oh my God. Okay, so here's the thing. There was a skit that Ryan Long did yesterday. I think I posted it, but he was like, I can't wait to be an old black man and have really nice, wear really nice suits for my everyday. But this guy's a pastor. This is a fly ass suit though. Like, let's be real. Like, my man is rather dapper here.
I don't even really want to talk about it because it brings tears to my eyes. Sorry for getting teary-eyed.
Pastor Max.
See, because that's the thing, guys. Like, yeah, we're going to focus in on those eyes because there's a lot of pain behind them. I mean, you sitting there raising children and you thinking that they do it. Like, I personally have never been done in such a manner, but it would crush my spirit, like it would crush my soul to believe that I am raising children that are biologically mine for them to turn out to not be mine. And that's the combination of not just the children's lineage, but the deception and the likely, a manipulation that took place by the hands of the mother, which we as a nation, and we default as the angel, she's an angel. When in reality, I mean, just human interactions are just so much more complicated than that. So, heart goes out to you, dude.
The betrayal led to divorce. He was shocked when the judge told him because he was married, he became dad by default. He had to pay support for another man's children.
Well, you'd already kind of been in it for a while there, buddy. So that, like, I've heard stronger cases against this because, like, you were unfortunately, and this is where the children who had no part in how this came to be roll into play because, like, yeah, well, they didn't do it, and that's where the feminine deception and that whole understated mindset and mentality of of children and how they can be used as, you know, pawns in parental schemes, both male and female. It's sad. It's heartbreaking because, dude, like they deserved the two-parent household. You know, I mean, granted, you know, mom lied her ass off, but at the same time, he's like, they're not mine. Man, let me go about my life. I know this, like, I know sister Marguerite over there. Yeah. Sorry, but he's a pastor. You know, Sister Marguerite, she look mighty fine over there. It's okay. Go and tear that on up now, boy. You know, remember that one black pastor who was licking some box, and they put it on the internet, and he was like, hell yeah, I shit there and suck on some. Oh, the culture.
Pay for him. Let her get the man she laid down with to pay for him. He goes free.
I never even slept with her. I got a lawsuit when I was young, and she basically just said, that's the money I'm going to get, and she got it.
Reginald Whitlow, Anthony Sims, and Carnell Alexander have similar stories. They say
So similar stories to him or similar stories to the pastor? Because the pastor's like, that's just completely like, they was married, these kids and all that other stuff. But him, he's just like, yeah, he says, just quick recap. I was coming into some money, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna get that. And she, like, without even stroking her, and that sucks. Without even stroking her, gets hit on CP and is now, like, you know, having to pay that out to her. Man, what?
men named them out of nowhere. In 2014, 7 Action News told Carnell's story and found the mother. She said she was told in order to get welfare benefits, she needed to name a father. She knew he wasn't the dad, but wrote down his name anyway.
Everything is my fault that I put him through.
Do you think that he should have to pay this money?
No, he shouldn't have to pay it at all.
I mean, that's nice after the fact that he's still paying though. Like, I mean, real. I mean, it's nice that she's stepping up and saying something under the guise of not being identifiable, because, you know, she got to go find her another sucker.
Then these men missed paternity hearings because they were either sick or did not receive notice. Carnell had proof. He was in prison when a process server claimed he was served at a house in Highland Park. When they didn't show up at court, a judge ruled them dads by default. They then missed their chance to challenge it with DNA evidence by the court deadline because they couldn't find the women and children.
They wouldn't give me her address because it was confidential.
These men all eventually got DNA tests backing their stories. Too late.
Oftentimes it doesn't make a difference.
Yeah, because once the government got its hands in your pocket, the government gonna keep its hand in your pocket. Like, it's so dirty and grimy, and yes, you can't expect this out of like Michigan. We see what Whitmer's been doing. I mean, they know they got this they can pull these type of things, namely because most people don't particularly care about, you know, the state and local government. It's not, or if they do care, they're disgusted and just move. So like, oh, this sucks, I'm out, right? So they're allowed to continue on and, you know, create these spaces for themselves where, yeah, if you stick your schmeat in a chicken, Detroit, best of luck to you, buddy.
Representative Jim Runstead says those DNA tests should make a difference. The Republican from White Lake says he heard the story of Carnell Alexander on 7 Action News and decided to take action. He says this year he hopes to pass legislation that would protect men from being forced to pay for another man's children. Plus, women and process servers who lie should face stiff legal consequences.
This is wrong. Deceiving and lying and obligating people who are not supposed to be obligated to pay bills is wrong.
These men don't just want...
It's been 3 years. I can guarantee you, I am willing to... you know what? This is Michigan, right? Hold on to your butts right quick, because we about to... This was from a video I recently did. We're about to look this up right quick in video. Michigan State Paternal laws. I think that's pretty good Google. paternity teen with a biological father born out of wedlock, which means mother. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. What rights does a father have in Michigan? Unmarried fathers have the right to claim paternity. None of the intended claim paternity before or after the child is born. And married fathers have no right to support or visitation if the mother was married during the birth of the child. Unmarried fathers have. Wow, yeah, this is deep stuff. But my question is, okay, so maybe child support. Let's see, child support laws. There we go. Let's see. Both parents are responsible for child support in Michigan. Both parents both have the duty to support their child. So, okay, yeah, but we both know what this means to dudes. The child is still in high school. Let's see. Child support law. Biology. There we go. Biological child. In Michigan, the amount of child support is determined. Yeah, I don't think that they got it changed. I don't think they was able to get that changed. Not yet, at least. But either ways, guys. Yeah, I did find that interesting.
The law changed to protect others. They want compensation.
I'm getting garnished. I'm getting.
Hold on, let me see. What's his name? What's that guy's name?
Too late.
Oftentimes, it doesn't make a difference.
Representative Jim Runstead says those DNA tests.
Runstead. Okay, let's try this again. Michigan State child support. Runstead. What's his name? His name's Runstead. Must be misspelling it wrong. Michigan State State legislature run. I have to be misspelling it. Runstead. Republicans regain control. Okay, so Runstead, all right, and child support. Yeah. His name's not missing it. Okay, so Michigan Penal Code excerpt. Failure to support spouse or child is required by court order. Violation of okay. Yeah, they didn't get anything changed. I sincerely doubt it, but I could be wrong. Wow, I kind of went on a search here, guys. It is what it is. Thanks for sticking around this long. My apology. My apologies. I kind of got a little caught up in this. Like, wait, well, did it go through? I'm pretty sure it didn't, but it's still Michigan. Like, I don't live in Michigan, so there's but so much energy that I should be willing to throw into this, right? I mean, I think that's fair. I looked as much as I really gave a crap to. So, guys, with that being said, we're gonna bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like to toss it, like this, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice and want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. In YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something.
Should make a difference.
Get something from the Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Link in the description, and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yes, I kind of sorry about that. Sorry about the whole internet search after it, but we got to the end of the video and they're like, yeah, he's doing a law around it. I'm pretty sure that shit hasn't gone through yet, but I could be wrong. Actually, I encourage you in the comments section, let me know if I got it wrong. All right, and until the next one.